This the TempahZone podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you listening to this podcast right here, all right? It is episode 44 of the TempahZone podcast with your host, me, Amir Max, and that's on facts, a.k.a. Mr. Versatile, a.k.a. Young Steven A.O.K. Ladies and gentlemen, my special guest here, we got another group in the building, another rap group in the building making some fire music, man. They use that trap sound too, but they also got some old school shit as well.
You know.
So they got something for everybody, man,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah.
Y'all making sure y'all spreading your shit out, being very versatile with it, you know, and at me being Mr. Versatile, I really fuck with that. So, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Corrupt Youth in the building, man. I got Nilly the Kid with me. I got Buddha Sack with me, man. How y'all doing today, man?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good.
Living the dream.
Yeah, man.
Another day, right?
Yeah, exactly, bro. You just gotta keep it moving, take it one day at a time, and be thankful for every day, man.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
So many people in this world, they ain't thankful for every day.
Nah, you got to be blessed for the opportunity just to make something, no matter what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever your passion is.
Yep.
Just
Hop
have
on
the
it.
opportunity to do it.
Yeah, dude, it's so true. You know, so many people take life for granted, you know what I'm saying? And I think people need to realize, like, yo, man, every day is another opportunity to make some shit happen, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, forget about the past, just keep it moving now.
Yeah. Oh,
as
everybody's
that.
got the same 24 hours.
Exactly, bro.
What are you going to do with it compared to, LeBron James or Rick Ross?
Yeah, exactly.
They got the
Shit.
same 24 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys are making moves.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what are
right.
you doing?
What
You
are
know
you
what I'm
doing?
saying? Yeah,
Get off the
exactly.
couch.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Wake up.
Yeah,
Wake
Wake the
up.
fuck up.
Wake up,
Uh-huh.
America.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Splash that water on your face,
Yeah,
brush your
yeah.
teeth, whatever you have to do to get in the mood. Go.
Yeah,
Go
because
for
once
it.
you up, you up. Like, it's hard to
Exactly.
get out of bed for some people, but once
Yep.
you up, man,
Right.
it's that. You know
Yeah,
what I
not
mean?
for Nilly. Nilly wakes up like mad early, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
without even a clock. Just
Go to
fucking-
bed late, wake up early.
Oh, for real?
The grind don't stop. The grind don't stop.
Hell
Yeah, I wish
man.
I was like that. If I don't get to sleep till like mad late, I'll be crashed for mad late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go to bed late, wake up late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Facts.
It's hard to get in that cycle because, you know, you always hear about, like, entrepreneurs and, like, you know, these people who are, like, super successful. They all wake up early,
Oh,
man.
definitely go to the gym 5 o'clock in
yeah.
the morning. I
Mhm.
definitely tried doing that for a week and did it for like 3 days, and I was like, I was cranky at work. Oh my god! But
Yeah.
definitely should try to get it going again, because
Facts.
yeah,
You got to go to bed early, wake up early.
yeah,
The day
exactly.
starts early.
Yeah, man.
People are up at 4 or 5 in the morning doing their thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're already in the like midst of everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
getting to work at 9 and people been there for like 4 hours. I'm like, geez,
Shit.
Christ, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
God damn, like, I guess I gotta step my shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Facts.
hell yeah, man. I gotta ask y'all, what spawned everything for y'all to start making music? Where did it all begin?
So like in high school, we always used to like freestyle, like individually. Joe, who's not here, Jay Killer, and Richie Sharp, Flacco.
It's a group of 4, ladies and gentlemen. We got a group of 4. It's only
yeah.
two members here today.
Yeah. But we always used to like, hang out, freestyle, like occasionally. We had a couple other friends that would like hop in and freestyle. You see each other at a party and just, have a good time with it. And then like, I'd say 2 or 3 years went by, we were doing that shit. And we were like, you know what? Like, we've been just fucking around for so long that this is actually
Like, we're fucking fire.
like
Like,
we're good. Like, we're good. Yeah. Like, we're good at this. So like maybe we should make a song, and then like we made a couple songs. We never like released them or recorded
Oh, my
them
God.
even. And so like senior year came around, and Aaron actually was the one that moved from California here and was like, you know what, like we should make a group. Like he heard our
Yeah.
music, it was like, we should just all do this together, and no one's doing the rap group thing right now. So we figured it was an untapped market, and just that's what really spawned the group idea is, just working together, hanging out, freestyling, making some good music, had some good vibes going. So we were like, we could really do this. We
Yeah.
could actually do something dope.
especially in California. Like, I was rapping, like, my brother Nick, his rap name was Keith Stone. And and he was rapping. He got me into rap, and like I would rap with other people. We'd make other like songs and stuff, and it was kind of like just fucking around, middle school, smoking, like blowing O's, like Honey Nut Cheerios and stuff like that.
Okay.
But then like I started getting dope, and like my brother stopped rapping, and I just continued to rap, and I came here, and like they were like, yeah, we rap, and I was like, didn't know what to expect, you know what I mean? Like they
Everybody
fucking
say that.
they showed me a
Yeah.
song, like they were like, yo, you want to freestyle, like right off the bat, and I was like, all right, like, you know, I'm down. Like, fuck it. The only way to get better and do it is just do it. And they're like, all right, to get, like, in the groove, you want us to, like, show you a song real quick? I'm like, yeah, sure. Dude, they blew my fucking socks off. I was like, damn, like, they rapped it like it was nothing off the top, and I was sitting there like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I was not expecting that. Like, I was going to have a great time either way, but, like, Jesus, like.
When you step with them big dogs and you get thrown into the fire, man, yeah, that really
Dude, yeah, especially
Nilly
and Flacco. Oh my god, yeah, they fucking killed it. So
That's dope, man. That's dope. And I think, like, with you guys, you know, you gotta understand, like, there's people out there, so many people who talk about, like, yo, we're gonna start rapping, we're gonna do the podcast, we're gonna start a clothing line. How many of them go through with it?
Exactly.
Not many of them. So the fact that y'all said, yo, we're gonna actually go through with this. We're gonna actually commit. Like, that takes a lot of cojones, man.
Yeah,
like,
definitely,
so the fact that y'all came together, y'all put your ego to the side. Y'all didn't do it solo. Y'all said, no, we're gonna come together and make something happen. That takes a lot, man.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of artists out here want to shine themselves.
Exactly.
They don't want to share it with nobody else,
not
man.
At all,
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have to be third place.
Dude, that's what I love about CY. It's like without Nilly, there's no CY. Without Flacco, there's no CY. Without Joe, without me, there's no CY. Like, that's how I feel, at least. And
definitely. And it takes, you know, definitely takes a lot just to be like, you know what, I'll sit out this song. You know, like,
oh, especially if there's been some fire and just
you're like, oh, I want on that so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely dope because, like, it definitely takes away from the shine, you would say, but, like, altogether, it just feels better to, like, make something and come together and actually make a project and have everybody fuck with it and be like, oh, Corrupt Youth, not just know that one individual name.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Definitely,
so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely with your group, I see what you guys are doing. Like, you put up songs on the Corrupt Youth page, but it's just one of y'all doing your thing, and I really like that because I think it's like y'all got that platform already.
Yeah.
You guys are 4 rappers. If you guys want to have one of y'all just do your own thing, you got that platform for y'all. And you got 4 people who will support each other, and y'all got your own backgrounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, when you guys share your shit, like, you're really getting it out there. So, everybody's
definitely.
winning in some form or fashion, you know what I'm saying? So, I really like what y'all doing with that.
I appreciate that.
I'm serious, man. I really think, like, y'all just only going up, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Only one way, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's only one way, man.
Only one way, yeah.
You already know, man. Does it ever get competitive with y'all? Being 4 rappers, man? Y'all must...
I mean, like, sometimes. It's like a healthy competition,
Healthy,
though.
yeah,
You know? Yeah, it's
healthy
not like...
competition.
It's not like you get mad at somebody like, oh, that verse was so fire. Like, I hate that dude. You
Only
know?
makes you work harder, though. Only makes you work harder.
Exactly. It's
like when we start freestyling, Nilly's just and you're just sitting there like, damn, like, all right, like, shit, I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, gotta step up my game, you know what I mean?
I gotta wake up a little bit.
I gotta get this shit, you know what I mean? So it's good. It's definitely good. But yeah, there's a little bit, but
It's just dope,
you need that, though, because it keeps everybody on their toes.
Exactly. And especially, like, being a group of 4, it's hard to, like, collaborate with people because we already have so many, like, features within ourselves.
We're still working on. We still got a bunch of projects and shit. And
yeah, so it's, like, dope just to, you know, you hear someone hop up in the booth and, like, spit a dope chorus, and then, you know, someone just calls dibs. They're like, oh, I want the first verse. You're like, okay, all right. And then someone gets on it, and then you're slow on the draw for the second verse. It's like, oh, let me get on that, and then there's no more room on the song. You're like...
Yeah, it's like, we ain't trying to make every song 5 minutes here.
Like, exactly. And then it's like, all right, give me a new beat. I'm going to make a more fire chorus. We're going to keep it going.
It's cool, though, because if you have a vibe to a beat, like, you could just, you're like, all right, like, I have, like, this hype vibe. Like, you're like, Richie, bring this hype Richie vibe. Need something fast. Freaking Nilly's right there to just murder it.
Hell yeah.
And Joe murders every freaking beat he comes across. So
yeah, man. Like, I hear you guys, and I'm just like, man, they're all good, bro. It's like they're all killing it. Like,
there's no weak link.
There's no weak link in y'all group. All of y'all bring something different to the table, man.
It's cool because, like, all 4 of us are so different. Like, we came from, like, 4 different, like, I mean, me, Joe, and Richie grew up in, like, the same area. Obviously, he grew up in California, but we still came from, like, entirely different backgrounds. You know, our families are way different. Just the way we grew up was way different. And even down to the flow that, like, we have when we rap is just way different. So it's pretty cool that we can actually have a cohesive sound as 4 with all the differences and all the different flows and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
True that.
Somehow it all mixes together perfectly. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, yeah. So I really like that, man. And I think the longer you guys work with each other, the more you're going to realize just how much more new shit you can pull off.
Exactly.
You know, like we'll do like 3 or 4 songs that's all 4 of us, and then it'll be like, oh, me and Buddha, or like a Buddha and Joe kind of thing. You know, you could just bounce off people, do a trio song, do a solo song. There's endless content.
Yeah, because you always go back to that, and you're just like, damn, that song. Right there.
And then you want to like branch out and do collabs, but you're like, oh, well, we can't have 6 people on the song. This isn't a cipher.
Yeah, because there was a cool minute
Yeah.
where a lot of people would want features, and I'm like I definitely want to. There's just see why we're doing a lot of like our own shit and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like who am I thinking of? Like a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
You know, like that bounce off stuff. Like the new song we just dropped, Illa, Joe and I.
Yeah.
Really be going back and
definitely
forth.
trying
Like
to do
trying
some
to
of that.
practice that stuff.
I like that,
Definitely
man.
do more of
fun.
that in the future.
Yeah, that back and forth shit will never die, bro.
Never.
Yeah,
That shit's always dope when you can pull it off just right.
And not only does it sound dope, but it's wicked fun.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're just sitting there with
both
your boys,
writing
just
wise
both
and
ripping a
rapping
beat.
wise. Like
Yeah.
you rap it out and writing it. It's just dope. and fun.
Yeah, y'all getting some crazy flows on that shit, man.
Yeah, we kind of went nuts on that one.
Man, I was bumping
Oh
that
my
on the
God.
way here, and I was just like, woo! Like, y'all ain't fucking around, man. Y'all at their necks with that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
Hell
Especially
Facts.
performing it too. Performing it's awesome. Like
Oh yeah, just performing in general is awesome.
Yeah, nothing like that live performance, man. And you guys having that group of 4, like when y'all step on the stage, y'all already got people's attention, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I low key am like envy of that shit because I'm like, damn, I wish I could be in a group and perform with a group of people, man. Because
Yeah, it's like
you know, sometimes being on the stage by yourself,
Yeah,
you
I
just
feel
gotta
that.
do so much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. You got 3 of your boys up there to
Yeah,
like
you're
support you all
definitely-
the time. You know.
yeah,
You-
exactly.
and like, we'll mess up a lyric, and then someone will just pick it up.
Yeah,
And
they'll
just know
fucking
you're,
they're
like,
rapping your song and you're just like, all right, like
It's dope. It's a lot of support. Like, you know, when you're on there by yourself, you mess up. Like, obviously, you keep the show going and keep it flowing.
Yeah.
But, like, you know that you messed up and, like, in your head, you're like,
It's all
"Damn, I
on
could've
you."
done better.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But when I, like, you know, I need a breath, someone will just say my line because they notice that stuff. You know, working together, you can just, like, tell when someone's running out of breath. You're like, oh, I got to pick it up right now.
I got his end line.
Exactly.
shit.
It's a
Even
lot of
before we get there, we're like, yo, I'm gonna need a breath right here. Like definitely, I'm gonna need someone to say this. All right, you could say that, Joe. All right, for sure. Like I need someone else to say this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the ad-libs and stuff. That's definitely sweet.
You guys ever like rehearse a lot before you perform, or you kind of just go up there and just we already know what we got?
Like, I'd say every time we like definitely rehearse. I mean, like the cohesiveness on stage, just being around each other, we don't need to like rehearse any of that. Just not getting in each other's way, like knowing where each other's at. Like we never really have to practice any of that, but like we definitely practice like stage presence, you know, on our own, like the song, just making sure that we got everything down, you know.
Yeah.
Like we
'cause
rehearse
we got the
together.
songs down. Yeah, definitely need to get together more and get choreography down. But
It's because it's like one thing to make a bouncing back and forth song with somebody in the studio, you know, you just hop in and do your thing, and then they hop in and do their thing. But like to perform it and like flow back and forth easy with each other, like you definitely got to practice that stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. And make sure, like, when y'all doing it, like, yeah, you know, maybe, like, looking at each other, going back and
Exactly.
forth.
Yeah,
Yeah, make
like
sure,
that.
like, you guys are, like, engaged with it, you know
Yeah,
what
like
I'm saying?
when we performed Illa last time, like that last back and forth part, we were going wicked fast, like we were standing back to back and just like talking to each
Yeah, I
other,
had my
like
head
back
down
to
in the
back.
corner, like-
Yeah.
Just stuff
that
like
was
that.
dope.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Nah, yeah, you need that shit, bro. I like that, man. I like that. Let's, I gotta ask you about how y'all came up with the name Corrupt Youth. What was the root of that?
See why?
So,
why?
see
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it started like way back in like middle school even. Like it was kind of just a joke, you know. People like we used to make up jokes, throw up CY, you know, be like Corrupt Youth, and then like all 4 of us are athletes. So when we got into high school and then we started like kind of branching off into that creative, like want to smoke some weed, get in the studio, make some beats, you know, people kind of looked at us like, what are you doing? You know, like, you know, you can't be skipping school, you know, you got to be coming to school, going to football practice and all that stereotypical bullshit. So it kind
Yeah.
of became like an ironic name, if you ask me, you know.
Okay.
Like we're the Corrupt Youth, but we're really
Definitely.
the ones out here making the vibes, you know, just chilling, like really just good kids.
Just
you know
great
what I'm
I was
saying?
gonna say,
Great kids.
We're called Corrupt Youth, but we kind of have our shit together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ironic as fuck. I love
Yeah.
that.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
And so it was always just like kind of an irony.
Okay.
You know, like representing the people that kind of felt unrepresented in a way, you know?
Nah, definitely. And I think, like, in this day and age with social media, man, I think that name definitely can make people relate to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
'Cause
right.
I think a lot of young people in this day and age, we definitely feel like there's some corruption
Exactly.
in terms of just how like the internet is and all that.
Just
stuff.
how everyone acts nowadays and shit.
Exactly.
So
If it wasn't corrupt youth, my bad to cut you off. It would have
Nah,
been. It would have been Henny Boys.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Man,
Oh my God.
nah, I don't even know if we can talk about that. I don't know about any boys. That was
Yeah, that was.
I'm happy y'all didn't stick with any boys. Man.
that was a hot box idea.
Yeah,
yeah,
Richie
yeah.
was like, "Yo, guys, like, I like Henny Boys. Like, I don't drink Henny that much."
Yeah.
we're like, all right, you're right.
Yeah,
So
you
when they
know, that
came
might
out,
not
they're like
stick.
corrupt youth. I was like, I'm with whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
obviously, if
nah.
I'm with Henny Boys, like, I'm with anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Good y'all. Good y'all didn't stick with that one, man. I'll be honest with you,
Wow,
man.
yeah,
Like-
no, that wasn't it, Chief.
Hey, trial and error, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
facts,
Like, you gotta
facts.
just throw some shit on the wall and see what sticks, man.
That's a
And
fact.
CY was
That's
what
a
it
fact.
was, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Really though, and it actually kind of became like something cool because we had the group dynamic, you know, we had fans that we could be like, repping the CY gear, it'd be like, I'm part of
Yeah.
the corrupt youth, you could say something like that. It became
Yeah,
kind of
part
like a
of the CY
movement
family.
almost. Yeah, exactly. So it's cool that you can kind of just blanket a lot of people and just be like,
That's awesome.
This is
Yeah,
what we
I love
represent.
seeing that when people are just
Yeah.
as about it as you, and you're just like, dude, I fucking love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're really
definitely.
starting a movement there, and like I said, man, with a name like that, you're gonna have people that they're gonna hear. I hear that name, corrupt youth, and I'm like, I want to check them out. Like, dead
True.
serious. Like,
Right.
Like that name, just like it definitely strikes a chord, and I'm surprised with a name like that, no one else took that.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what
we
I'm
looked it
saying?
up. Yeah, we were
No
like
one-
searching for it. No, I couldn't
Nope.
find anything.
Yeah, no one
yeah.
else is corrupt youth. So
Let's fucking go.
y'all got this.
Yeah.
Hold on that, man. Try to find a way to. Hopefully, I mean, y'all definitely will blow up before anyone else has that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
definitely,
You know,
That's the
definitely.
plan. Yeah.
Because there's like a Future, for example. There was another rapper named Future way before Future.
Yeah, because it's like a simple Future name, but
Exactly.
he blew
Future.
he blew up, and he was like, "Yo, that's mine." Right
Yeah, and then the other dude, Future, it's like, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Someone
You
blows
could have
up.
done it, but you should have done it better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Someone blows up his Buddha sack. I'd be hot. I'd be
Oh,
like, "Oh my god."
yeah.
God damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I highly doubt anyone's taking that.
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
I don't
Buddha
think
sack.
Buddha Sack is gonna come up anywhere else.
Yeah,
Nah,
true
I'd
that.
be very surprised,
Yeah, true
man.
that.
How did you come up with that name, Buddha Sack?
So when I was a baby, I was like hella fat, I guess, and so since I was like little daycare and stuff, I was basically Buddha. Like my nickname was Buddha, and like growing up, I was never like chubby, just as a baby. So, but grew up always Buddha, and then I started smoking weed, and in California, it's like a slang, like Buddha sack is like a fat sack of weed.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
it was like, and I remember my brother's friend, when my brother, got me into rap, he was like, yeah, you should be Buddha Sack. And it just, right when he said it, it just clicked. I was like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, all right, Buddha Sack till I die. Like,
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hell
so it
yeah.
was kind of like half like my nickname already, and then half just kind of like bringing the rap. I don't know. Some people hear and they're like, they think sack. They're like,
Yeah.
Buddha Sack. Like,
Like,
yo,
nah,
you
man.
got a fat sack? Like, what? I'm like,
It's like, no,
yo,
man.
it's-
Goddamn.
Like, why did your brain even go there?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
What's up?
I guess,
Shoot.
yeah, I guess
Yo,
it's not
wild.
as much,
Yeah.
not as known like in the East Coast. I guess like Buddha Sack, yo. Like,
Yeah, I've never heard that phrase, Buddha Sack. Yeah.
Oh man,
That's a West Coast shit right there.
it was
Yeah.
such a culture shock when he came to Massachusetts and he was just like he started saying hella.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yo, get out of my house, bro. Like, you're
Yeah.
saying hella. Like, we
I
say
said
wicked
hella.
around here. There's no, there's no exceptions.
Yeah, we don't say hella.
Yeah. What-
I thought
but-
you guys were joking. My mom were like, "Yeah, they say wicked." I was like, "Well, she didn't say yo, but like, yeah, she said they say they say wicked." I thought she was fucking with me. Like I was thinking
Block the kind,
like
yeah.
I was thinking witches. Like, oh, it's wicked. Like it's like
It's funny because
Like, oh,
the-
we say wicked.
someone
Oh, yeah.
someone
Yeah,
said
oh,
it.
yeah.
Like someone said in class. I was like, "Yo, I almost want to raise my hand." Like, "Yo, like."
Are you,
You
for real?
really-
Did you,
You
just
really say
like, let me
this?
stop
Yeah.
the class right now?
Yeah.
Did you just say wicked? Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
man. Oh, that's definitely one thing that's true about Boston. We definitely still say wicked. I don't know how prominent the Boston accent is anymore. Maybe like with the older generation.
Yeah.
But like I don't know how much that has stuck around.
That's
Yeah, I
because we
don't-
live here though.
Yeah. So it's hard for us to hear.
Yeah. We go somewhere else and like, oh, you're from Boston?
Yeah, they hear it.
You got me. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like one thing that maybe we just don't notice because we're always here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
It's definitely not as heavy anymore. I know what you're saying though. Like you don't hear that like that heavy Boston accent.
Unless
much
you're in
more.
Boston, I hear it in some people, but like I don't hear it in you guys like really. Like,
Yeah, true.
Just some things that you guys say, but that's about it. Like not.
I think what happened was in it definitely existed a lot back in like the 40s, 50s, 60s in like Boston.
Yep.
But I think from there, a lot of those people who used to have the accent, they moved out. So like if you go to maybe like Gloucester or like somewhere like Revere, I think you'll find it more so than actually in Boston.
Right,
so people with
right.
those accents, I think they moved out. I think that's what it is. If I got my Boston history correct.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Boston, but I love the place
California kid.
Yeah, straight. What part of Cali are you from?
San Jose. San Jose, California.
Okay.
The 408.
Hell yeah, man. Do you miss it there?
Oh, I miss it. I like.
I'm about to say, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
San Jose sounds like it's a good time.
Yeah, I lived my whole life there, and then like before 18, like or getting my license and stuff, and then right when I get my license, you gotta drive cross country. It's like I feel like I miss the people more. I feel like I miss more of like where I grew up, like recognizing that curb, and just all that stuff, and just reminiscing and stuff. So I think I miss it like in that way.
Yeah.
But I feel like getting older, you kind of gotta respect like why I had to move and stuff, like with my parents.
Gotta get out of your hometown.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's also very important too, is to travel, move around, stuff.
Yeah. And so I do miss it. I do miss the people there, but just go there every year. So that's
you
just try to get down there. So
you make your visit. Yeah, you get to go back to your hometown. So that's really all that matters. You know what I mean? Because ain't no place like home, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You always gotta come back home every now and then to see how everything's going. So
But leaving makes you appreciate it more, for sure.
yeah, definitely.
When you're in your hometown, you've been stuck there for so long, you're like, get me out of this place. And then when you finally leave for a little bit, you're like, oh, I want to go back home.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's very important to not only respect where you come from and always go back, but also it's very important to travel, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta explore this. We're such a big world we live in, man.
Exactly.
Why would you want to stay somewhere all your life?
Exactly. It's funny how many people out here, they just don't want to leave where they're from, man. Like when I hear people say like, yo, I've never left the country, I'm like, what?
Literally.
Like,
yeah.
bro, you need to like
actually
find what's up?
I actually never left the country. I
You're
need to go to Canada.
Well, I mean, you lived in Cali and moved to Boston, so that's pretty big.
Yeah, true.
That's big in and of
Yeah.
itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's a big feat
That's
right there.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, so I think for you that's an exception. You know what I mean? But there's some people who have only stayed in like the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? They've
Stayed in Pepperell only.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like there's those situations.
And to be honest, it's not as expensive as you think to travel. You
Nah.
can do it a cheap way. It's always going to cost money no matter what. But like,
Work hard.
saying it's too expensive, saying you don't have the time, those are just,
Yeah.
man-made excuses.
Yeah, those are excuses. Like they got hostels. If you really want to travel, man, stay in a hostel. Like you can save a shit ton of money doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could do it. Like there's no way around it. You could do it.
Yeah.
If you want to travel, you could travel.
Yeah, man. There's a way about it, man.
That's a fact.
Nilly the Kid, man.
What up?
How'd you come up with that name, bro?
Okay, so like I said, it started as Vanilla Dank.
Dang,
And
VD.
that was like
Vanilla
fun.
Dank.
Yeah. It was like, so the very first song I ever wrote was in Joe's basement. We were just chilling, making music, and we didn't know what to call it. And we were just like spitballing stupid names. I'm like, purple fucking lotus, just like spitballing. We're high as shit in the basement, a bunch of young kids. I'm like, Vanilla Dank. He's like, that'd be like ironically a wicked funny rap name for you. And then I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm pasty as shit. Yeah. And I was like, it was funny. So I adopted it, and then like I didn't think it was gonna stick personally, but people loved it, and they're like, Vanilla, like yo, what up, Dank? So
could play with it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it stuck for a while, but then I kind of felt like I needed to maneuver a little bit differently into a more serious name. Something that's a little less. I don't want to say childish, but childish.
Yeah, or tongue in cheek. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Exactly. And Nilly the Kid, I felt was like a pretty good way of honoring the Vanilla Dank, where it started, the origin there by Nilly.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, and like that could, when people hear Nilly, they might not think vanilla, like that's where you broke it off from, so that way they can take it more serious.
And now it's kind of dope because like when someone's like, "Yeah, yo, vanilla," I know they've been fucking with me for a couple years.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
So that's how
it's real CY family.
Yeah, that's
but Nilly the Kid, I thought it was like a cool play on like Western words, like the way like our flow is, our bars just bar after bar after bar after bar. And like Billy the Kid, obviously Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
He's the bandit, killed like mad people, and you're just going around just like being a savage all the time. I thought it was a good play on words. We're just like killing beats,
exactly.
killing songs. Nilly the Kid, a little old Western vibe going on. I chose old Western because my grandfather was like huge influence on me, and he loved the Western movies. So,
hell yeah, man!
So he used to just sit there and watch Western movies over and over again, the Western Channel. And like for days, you just be watching the same movies.
Back and back.
You don't stop. Yeah, you just kept it on repeat.
So like I've literally seen every single one like several times. So like I just kind of pulled from that influence and kind of made something creative there. I thought it was a pretty cool play on words.
Nah, hell yeah, man, that's dope. Both y'all rap names got a hell of meaning to it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Ain't just some like random shit. But I mean, at the same time, being simple's cool, but y'all got like some meaning behind that.
Yeah. You gotta move with purpose.
Yeah, man, for real. Like I think that's so important. You don't just come up with a name just because it sounds cool.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do that. You can have any rap name you want, man.
You literally can.
Shit, if you love it, that's all that matters.
As long as you're cool with the rap name that you got, and as long as you feel comfortable with it, and it sticks with people.
Even if you got a whack rap name, and you could defend it.
As long as
I'll support it.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you can be like, yo, this is my name, and if you don't fuck with it, then I don't fuck with you. Like
if your name's like Lil Shotgun, I'm like, okay, bro, but like if you got mad Little Shotguns, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or if the music is just fire.
Right. Exactly.
Like there's rappers whose names are hard to pronounce, but like their music is so dope. You gonna learn their name.
Yep.
You gonna learn how to pronounce that name.
Facts.
It's like if you look at basketball, like Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's so good, you gotta know how to say his name.
Yeah, you better put some respect on it and learn how to say it.
It's the same thing with Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yep.
He's a beast.
You gonna know his name because he's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
what other words from that language can you spit off the top of your head? That fluently besides his name. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what language or what his nationality is, but
exactly. So like no matter your name, if you are good at what you do, people gonna learn how to say it and respect it.
That's
you know
a fact.
What I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, man, you can kind of go by whatever you want.
Yeah, it's the man that make the clothes, not the clothes that make a man.
Yeah.
Bingo, bro. That's a bar right there. You know what I'm saying?
Write it down, right?
Yeah, right down.
No, I stole that. That's Jeezy. You ever heard?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you came up with that one, man.
No, I think the bar is. It's the man that made the clothes. It's not the clothes that make a man. And if someone tell you different, they ain't touch $100,000.
Woo!
I was like, okay, okay. Facts. It's the same way with style, your name, whatever you're rocking. You could walk out the house in the most whack outfit, but like if you wear it confidently, it fits your personality. People gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, if you rock some Skechers,
I ain't gonna
rock them with that finesse. Hey, man, do your thing. You know what I mean?
Don't be like, oh, you're wearing Skechers. Be like, yeah, I'm wearing Skechers, bro. Why aren't you wearing Skechers?
Exactly.
Why you ain't on this wave yet?
What about it? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hell yeah, man. So you guys dropped Survival of the Littest in 2017.
That's so well.
And that has a lot of plays on SoundCloud. It looks like, it did its thing, man. It looked like it got around.
Yeah.
What would you say, how would you say the style has changed since y'all dropped that project? Because that came out in 2017. So how much has changed since then?
I'd say a considerable amount. I think
definitely
as far as like the integrity of the music, the way like we're like putting in and creating what we're doing now is much different. Like the whole process, I'd say, is different. I
think what we're listening to also, like what like listening to Russ and different artists and like what I feel like it influences you in like a way to like I don't know, express yourself differently. I feel like I'm definitely trying to get more instruments into involved and stuff, so I can do like maybe live performances and stuff. Yeah, so we're all itching.
Also, like I feel like Survival of the Littest was kind of like a compilation of just songs that we had made
Yeah,
in a way,
it's
you know.
18 tracks, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
God
It was a
damn.
lot.
The 2
yeah.
bonus tracks, yeah, they're just all.
That's ruthless, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, and that's why like I felt like some of the ones on the bottom of the list, on the bottom of the set list, didn't get as much views because it's like you
Oh, yeah.
truthfully can't expect someone to sit down and listen to your 18 song album unless you're someone that they credibly know is
Yeah.
worth 18 songs of their time.
And even then,
Yeah.
bro, people can't listen to an
Yeah.
album that long.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
the Migos dropped a 24 album
Holy shit.
track project with Culture 2.
Yep.
It's like you're asking a lot of the
It
listeners.
took me a while to get through that whole album.
You know what I'm saying?
know?
Some people, like, that took me like a week. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Facts.
Because I wanted to listen to
Yeah.
it and like really give it the time
And
you know?
appreciate
And
it, right?
appreciate
You gotta
it, you know?
listen to an album from beginning to end. That's how they're put together.
Yeah,
That's how
oh yeah.
it's-
I don't put it on shuffle. I don't look at this feature. Let me just play that one. Oh, that feature. Because some
Right,
people do
right.
that
Yep,
too. You
yep.
know what I'm
Yep,
saying? Or like, that has the most plays. Let me listen to that one. So,
Right,
like,
right.
Start to finish, man. 'cause
Start to finish,
You never
yeah.
know which one's gonna be the one that strikes the
Exactly.
chord. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, especially with that album, there's so many different people that like you're like, oh, their favorite song is a different song. Like you ask everybody, there's a different song in the album, and that's cool to see. Like,
Right.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
I love seeing hearing that.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
the
like,
best, man. Cause
Right.
like,
damn, okay.
yeah, oh wow, your favorite song's the one I hate the most.
Oh, you're like,
Hell yeah.
you're like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
I
exactly.
really relate to this song. Like, definitely keep doing your thing. And you're like, damn, like
For real?
yeah. And you're just
Yeah,
like, you're like,
word,
damn, like,
yeah.
we gotta keep doing this. You know what I mean? We gotta keep touching
Mhm.
people and stuff. And
Yeah, man.
But like as far as the change, I'd say in the music is like now I feel like we're moving with a little bit more purpose in our music. Like back then, like we were just making music.
You're
And
just
that's why
making-
just fucking
yeah.
around. Yeah.
yeah,
you know.
yeah, no, that was like the young just trying to like get in the booth and like start making songs and stuff. And like those were all dope songs. Like don't get me wrong, like, I
Great
fuck
vibes.
with that whole album. But now I feel
Shit's
like
fire.
the music we're making is like like more of a part of us.
Yeah.
like,
Definitely
this
getting
is the
better and
life
better,
I'm living.
too.
This is like what I'm going through. As back in the day, it was like survival of the littest. We were in high school. We weren't really going through much except getting lit. You know?
Yeah. You don't
Going
get-
to high school.
Fucking,
You know,
Yeah,
like,
you don't have
my
serious
biggest worry was
issues.
Yeah.
skipping school. Am I gonna get caught?
Mhm.
But like now, being out here in the real rap industry, trying to make a name, trying to move forward. I feel like we're just moving with a little bit more intent to do so.
Yeah.
And Survival of the Littest, like some of those songs, like Feel No
Definitely.
Guilt. That song was savage. All we're doing was just talking shit. Like,
Yeah. There's nothing deeper to that one. Y'all just going off, man.
yeah, exactly.
Getting
exactly.
cocky with
You gotta
it.
love
know?
those songs.
Exactly.
But definitely
It's
gotta.
fun.
You gotta
It's
move
fun.
forward. Definitely with your shit. And-
Yeah, man. I think, like, being an artist, especially when you start in high school, like, there's going to be a dramatic shift in the person you
Definitely.
become, man.
Facts.
We're
Facts.
getting older. We're getting a bigger understanding of the world. We got bills to pay. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Facts,
People have
facts.
expectations of us. So we got to move differently.
True that,
And,
true that.
Right.
and things that weren't important when we were 17 are now very important now.
Exactly.
I feel that.
And so
100%.
so I think with that, like, y'all just will naturally change, man.
Facts.
I think if you're an artist starting at that young and y'all the age you are now, being 21, if you didn't change, why?
Yeah,
why
why-
didn't
yeah,
you?
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with change. I usually don't really like using the word change. I like using the word maybe like upgrade.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
evolve.
Way better.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
I adapted, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because a lot of people are, oh man, your shit ain't like what it used to be. Of course it ain't, man.
yeah.
I've been through shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like,
true.
you know,
Exactly,
and
exactly.
and that's why you look at like artists like Kid Cudi.
Mhm.
Like, did you expect him to talk about the same stuff all the time?
Right.
Like, the man has been around for like, he's had a successful
How many
career
years?
for
Yeah.
like 10 plus years. You
Exactly,
know,
exactly.
Same thing with like Lupe Fiasco or
Right,
Mac
right.
Miller, rest in peace. You got the swimming shirt on.
Oh,
That
RIP,
album
man.
compared to the first shit he put out.
I loved
Night
Mac
and day.
Miller's
Oh,
new
what?
shit. I love Mac Miller's new shit.
Oh, like Blue Slide
The-
Park compared to swimming though.
Oh my god,
Yeah, it's-
Divine Feminine.
It's
Divine Feminine and Swimming. I was like,
They're all in
alright.
different lanes completely, different
Mhm.
countries,
Different shit,
Loved
man.
where he was going with
Right.
that.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that like listeners, maybe because we're musicians, we understand
Yeah.
as artists we always want to try something new.
Right,
But
right.
I don't understand why some people can't see that artists change, man. They go through different shit, you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. Mac Miller, a lot of people that I knew they liked his older stuff more than the newer shit. And when he passed away, everyone tried to pretend like they liked everything.
Oh yeah.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
How many times did you stream Swimming before he passed away?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or even
all of a
like,
sudden, 2009 is their favorite song.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just being real with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that 100%.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, man, you know what I mean? Like artists, we grow, we change, we evolve, we upgrade, all that stuff. And
Facts.
I think we're always trying to do something different, man. We're always trying to do something different. So I think that's very important.
Definitely.
You know, you don't want to get too comfortable.
No, you can't. You gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Trying new shit.
Exactly.
You know?
I think we're starting to see that with Future right now.
I think so too.
Like, it's like how much longer can you do the sound, Future?
Right.
You gotta do something different.
You gotta bring something to the table, something new.
There's something to be said about staying in your lane, but there's something to be said about, you know,
being there for too long.
Yeah. Facts,
you know what I mean? So I think that as artists, we gotta see, all right, when's it time to switch lanes?
True.
Yeah.
Because you can stay in the lane as long as you need to if it's
riding.
lucrative, if monetarily you're doing great.
Right.
But sometimes you gotta do something different
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Shake it up.
I'm on the same.
And if I'm dropping half my fan base to get a new 50%, so be it.
So be it.
Y'all can,
Right.
yeah.
'Cause
Niggas
if
want
they
my
don't
old shit,
represent-
buy my old
Exactly.
album.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
that Jay-Z said.
Like
Exactly.
this is me now. You know what I mean? You gotta
Right.
go
And
with me.
if they don't fuck with you, who
Nope.
you are,
Yeah.
and like you're trying to be something you're not in your music for your fans, then it's just gonna create content that's not genuine. You know, it's just not gonna be good, and you're gonna like your real fans are gonna be able to hear it too. They're gonna, like, and when you're trying to be something you're not, you know, it's pretty evident.
Yeah.
Like people are pretty transparent nowadays. You know.
Yeah, straight like that, man. Like MC Hammer. After Can't Touch This, and I think he had another hit, he tried to be like hella gangster, like hella tough.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're MC Hammer.
Yeah.
We know you're not about that life.
Facts.
You appeal to like Christian rap audience. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
People always gonna smell that
Yeah.
fake shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
simple as that. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
it is what it is,
Just gotta
man.
keep it real.
Keep it real, bro. It's as simple as that.
Be who you are.
You're the only you on this earth. People forget that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, we, you know, like, obviously we're groups and like, you know, we all, you know, we do have things in common, but at the end of the day, man, like, I'm me.
Yeah, there's
you're
no
you.
you.
You're you. You know what I'm saying? We all
right.
have so many different things we bring to the table. So I think if people
Exactly.
can remember that, man, I
True.
think people can do more special things on this earth. They just
Definitely.
keep that in mind at all times. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Big facts.
Let's talk about Illa. I know y'all were mentioning that one, man. That's your most recent release.
Right.
I really fuck with that track.
Thanks,
it goes
man.
hard, man. It really does. Explain what made y'all want to make that one.
So, we were really bouncing back and forth, like doing like a more of like a pass off.
Okay.
And we heard that beat, and like we were trying to start a new project, and we were combing through some beats, Joe and I, and you know when we heard that beat, we're like, okay, like this would be like a hype song, but like we're really like I said, trying to branch away from doing just a hype song you can play in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanna have that song. But you
Everyone
also-
wants to do that.
You wanna
exactly
make it mean something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So at the same time, we're trying to you know keep with that vibe, but also at the same time produce something like lit that's got some lyrical content in it. And so we were trying to do a pass off, and we always talk about frequently how we're working. You know, people be out partying, like going to clubs, all this stuff. I don't do that. Like we do.
We're sitting
do
there
not
writing.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just simple as that. And so, but like, when we are at the club, like we're on stage, you know, we're showing up to the club to perform, you know. We're showing up to
Yeah, I
show
like that
you
y'all
what
said that in that,
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of the inspiration behind the chorus, you know, like I don't care what you're doing. I'm here to chase my dreams, chase my bag. And you'll see me at the club, but you know, I'll be on stage.
Yeah, I remember you guys
I like
showed me
that.
that.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
showed me that song, and I was like, they were back, like it was at HQ, his house, and they're going back and forth, and I was like,
Yeah.
because they got faster and faster too as the like verses like
Right,
went
right.
on, so it was like damn.
Progressed.
Y'all hit some stupid flows on that.
Yeah, no, that was
It's so
dope.
funny because I hear people try to do the fast flow, and I'm like, you're kind of off beat there. And I'm like, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like when you do that fast flow, you better be 100% on it like a regular flow.
Yep.
Right,
Like
right.
there's no room for error with
can't.
fast
True
rap.
that. You hear it.
If you choose to do the fast rap, you gotta like accept the task of staying on beat to the very last beat. You know,
Do 10, 20 takes if you got it to make sure it's on
You
point.
can't post it.
Facts.
No, I mean,
Tweak it on whatever
The writing.
DAW you use,
right.
or the writing.
The writing
yeah,
was,
word
yeah.
choice matters
Yeah,
when you're
exactly.
doing that fast rap.
Yeah,
Them word choices, you know, maybe like like when it comes to like S and T's.
Oh, S's are the
S's
hardest.
are the hardest ones. So you got to choose your words wisely.
I was working on a bar the other day. It was like smoking somewhere sunny. And I was like,
Woo.
I cannot do that.
Yeah.
I was like, smoke.
Smoke
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
Sip some water.
Facts.
Yeah. So like the word choice matters when you're doing that type of flow. Word choice always matters, but especially,
of course.
especially when you're doing that
Yeah,
fast.
you gotta have words that like pack weight if you're gonna be rapping fast. You know, you're gonna have to say a lot with like not as many words. You know, you can't like add the filler words that would make it make sense. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why like I feel like rapping fast is tough. But as far as like actually doing it, like I feel like that's just always been my natural flow. Same with Joe, even though he's like a little bit slower. So I like the way we came together on Illa. The inspiration was just kind of to go arrogant on it.
Yeah.
You know, just to have some
that
fun
was
with it.
awesome.
Like
Even performing that was awesome.
Right.
Middle fingers up, like that was
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
some badass shit, and it's
Right.
and it fits well with y'all name. You know what I'm saying?
Corrupt you,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, with y'all name, you can really make any fucking song.
Oh yeah.
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Like that name, like
Yeah, true.
Y'all can go the distance, bro.
Yeah,
like y'all
exactly.
can make some super deep, like message about like mental health or about sexuality or like y'all. The sky's the limit with that name. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like y'all really
Facts.
hit it in the pocket with that one, man. I can't stress that enough, for real. Though, you know what I
man.
mean?
Thanks.
Like
Appreciate
I
that.
truly feel like when I promote this episode, motherfuckers gonna tune in
They're
like
corrupt you.
Corrupt
Like,
you.
let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
okay, what's this about? You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts,
Like,
facts,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because it strikes a chord. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
think everyone feels like we were, did some corrupt shit when we were younger.
Yeah,
true.
everybody's got a story or two.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
You know, so
And it's always the ones that you don't want to bring up, you know, at the dinner
Exactly.
table. Like, you be telling, you don't want to tell your friends too much. You'd be like, yeah, I'm just going to leave that one out.
Yeah,
some
maybe-
corrupt shit. Yeah,
maybe we won't mention that.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, man, hell yeah. How would y'all say you stand out from the rest of the competition, man? What's that
That's a
thing
great
about
question.
y'all that makes you different from everybody else? Because as you know, there's a lot of people out here who want to make music.
Yeah, I feel like you said, right when you walk on, like right when we walk on stage, 4 people, that presence right away is just like, yeah. And one time we were performing and like,
I gotta say this, y'all 4 white boys
Yep.
walking on stage,
Yep.
doing
Yeah,
the
people-
sound y'all doing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
also
That in
something.
itself is kind
Yeah,
of a
we-
statement.
yeah,
Yeah,
we were performing
definitely.
and these people were like, right before we did our first song, this chick was like we're not here for One Direction.
Yeah.
And and Joe looked at her and was like,
heckled me bad.
and Joe was like, fuck that bitch in the crowd right there. Feel no guilt, motherfuckers. And we played Feel No Guilt. And it was
It's
literally
just
like
so funny to see.
so opposite from One Direction. Like, I loved it. I'd love to see it. That's great though.
As
She
a
said
group-
One Direction.
No,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
No, they played like a note of one of my songs that was supposed to be second, and then I turned around, I was like, yo, that's the second song. So they cut the beat, and this lady in the crowd goes, oh, but I love One Direction. I'm like, I get it. That's racist as hell, whatever. But, like, I don't look like Harry Styles.
Yeah, I
I'm
look
sure
like-
as hell not going to sing for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of what makes us stand out is just the fact of the matter is, like, you see 4 white boys, we are from the suburbs. There's no hiding that. You know what I'm saying? But we make, like, kind of, like, in-your-face rap.
But yeah, we're we're passing it off. Like, I mean, like
It's, like, still
like
lyrical.
hot potato.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but y'all true to yourselves. Y'all actually can spit.
Right,
Y'all
right.
ain't going up there doing no poppy shit.
No.
Obviously, there's no offense to the poppy
no, yeah,
shit.
definitely not.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, y'all
right,
up there
right.
and y'all look like y'all true to yourselves, man. Like,
Exactly.
you go up there with
Rap
that
what you live.
authority, with confidence. You know what I'm saying? So once people see that, there's nothing they can take away from y'all. And that whole thing with, like, like the white boys rapping, man.
I love
It's
it.
2019. Why are we still doing
Yeah,
this?
Yeah, right?
Like, people still do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand, I get, I can't understand in any form or fashion.
Me either,
I was going
me
to say,
either.
maybe if you're like 35, a 35-year-old black dude, and you come from like a certain era, it's
But
like,
still, that's just ignorant. a
nah,
little
I think
bit.
it's ignorant, man. You can
Yeah.
be whoever you want, however you want, and be a rapper in this
Chefs
day and
cook
age.
because they're good at cooking. Police officers are police officers because they're good at policing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter their race, gender, whatever. It's 2019, like you said. I'm good at rapping, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna rap,
it.
and,
Yeah.
and as long as you rap about your truth,
Yeah,
that's
facts.
it.
Yep.
I'm not rapping about being in the hood, being gangster. That's not me. That's not my lane.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to steal that from nobody. You know, I respect the culture that the gangster rap has instilled in hip hop music, but it's not me, and I can respect that and still make my own lane, make my own sound.
Exactly, man.
Facts.
I really think guys like like Eminem, Kanye West, mainly Kanye West, because Eminem has that gangster shit in him still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he's from
Detroit.
Detroit.
yeah, he's from
Yeah.
Detroit.
So, yeah.
Like just his whole
That 8
background,
Mile shit. Yeah.
poor. You know what I'm saying? Like he had that. Kanye, I think, was the rapper who opened the gateways for the Kid Cudis, the Drakes,
Yeah,
the Wiz
yeah.
Khalifas. You know what I'm saying? Like these
Definitely.
guys are not hood.
They're
At
not.
all.
They're not.
You
They're
know what I'm
not.
saying? The
Yeah.
biggest rappers are not hood anymore.
Yeah,
Lil
facts.
Nas X had the most poppin' song ever.
Ever. Literally ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
He ain't hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a little bit more of a tricky conversation in and of itself. But what I'm trying to say is you don't gotta be gangster to be a rapper no more.
yourself.
And
No.
people still think that's the case.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, if you
Decent
like
amount.
gangster rap, you like gangster rap, but that's not what drives the culture anymore, because gangster rappers are dying. Like, they're not as many of them anymore in terms of like newer guys. You don't see them as much anymore, you know what I mean?
It's not happening like that. No
Yeah,
more.
I mean, like, it's still around. Obviously,
yeah,
you ain't gonna
yeah.
kill that off, but like,
No.
the biggest names, a lot of them, like Drake, Kanye West, like look at those guys, not hood, but they're killing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Biggest
right,
names
right.
in the game, you know what I
true
mean?
that.
So like, you don't need that shit, man.
Definitely not.
And people who still think that way, where it's like, oh, like these guys ain't hood, they ain't gangster like that. It's like, bro,
So
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah. Wake up.
Yeah, like it might not be for you, but don't shit on me.
like we
for
live
it.
in Pepperell. Come on.
Yeah.
like what?
Like we're not lying about none of this, bro. Yeah.
You know, after 10 o'clock, there's literally nobody outside.
Yeah.
It is not a scary place. to be.
Everyone's
Yeah.
sleeping. Yeah, you drive by
Yeah.
someone, they're waving at you. Like you're like, oh.
Facts.
Yeah, man. It's just it is what it is, man.
Yep.
I got one more big question to ask y'all before we head out of here.
Okay.
Do you think there's enough people in Boston who support the music scene out here? Answer it honestly.
I was like, that's a good question.
Yeah. Okay. So, as far as like influential figures, like I feel like no.
Yeah.
Definitely not. The people that are already popping kind of already have their foundation. The ones that grew up here, even like Cousin Stitz, he's doing a great job with his own career. But I don't, he's not really putting on for Boston rappers. Out here in the music scene. You know what I'm saying?
Not yet, maybe. But,
Not yet, baby. You know what I'm saying? But as far as
Hopefully
like
in
right
the
now, if we're
future.
talking right now,
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot of like even like promoters around here. I kind of feel like some of them are just kind of scamming to get money.
yeah,
you
just
Yeah,
know?
trying
trying
to
to
They're
money
not-
grab. Yeah.
They're not for like
Progressing
They're
the
not for
culture.
they're not for the cause.
Exactly.
They're just
Exactly.
for the dough.
So I think there's a lot of fans. I still think there's a lot of people out in Boston that really do fuck with the music scene.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely growing. But as far as like people that really out here putting on, like not really enough. There's obviously some, and you respect those people respect them, but like there's got to be more,
Yeah, man.
There's got to be more people supporting more people. I think that's what it's about. Like
Yeah,
once
true
you
that.
just take away the money aspect, the ego aspect of it, you just want to make music. If everybody felt that way, everybody would make money. Everybody would do that.
But that's not the case.
It's not the case whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
People are trying to get on that money grab too early in their career when they need to establish their name. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
True. Because like you need money. Money keeps
get
shit
that.
going around. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
I ain't knocking
how
your
you
hustle,
gonna get
but-
that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what
Like,
do you do without the money in this world? You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So
That's a
I
fact.
understand that people want that money, but sometimes you gotta make that content, man. At the end of the day, you gotta make dope music.
True.
That's it.
That's it. And then take it from there.
Figure it out after that.
Because once you
Figure it
make
out
that
after
dope music, man, people will buy the merch. People will come to the shows. People will share your shit on social media,
Yeah.
Dude, that's why it pisses me off when people hop on mics and they're like, and like they literally will say some trash shit and they literally are getting chopped charts and stuff. Like I don't even know. It's just that blows my mind.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the thing too. Music's subjective. Music is, it's like you like what you like.
yeah,
you know what I'm
that's-
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's hard to figure out what's a hit, man.
Yep.
Sometimes, and that's why people who have that ear to see what is gonna work, man. That's why they get paid the big bucks, because they can just spot it out. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
No, like the biggest advice I was ever given, and I like to pass on, is like, instead of telling people to share your shit, give them something to share.
Yeah.
You know, instead of asking for shares and plays and stuff, make something that they want to play and share. You know, you're thinking more about. It's like rappers and artists are putting the responsibility on the fans to make them big, to make them pop in. It's like
go like this picture. Like,
what do I owe you?
Like,
why?
Like,
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, what do I owe you?
Like, I might have liked the picture if you didn't tell me to go like the picture.
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Like, actually, I would have actually. Like,
now
shit.
I'm specifically not gonna like the picture.
Nah, I feel you on that, man. But yeah. We gotta get out of here, man.
All right,
I know
man.
I could keep talking
Dude,
about
I was
this.
saying,
Right?
this was a great time.
I know, right?
Had a great time. Hey, thanks for
flew
having
by.
us on, by the way.
No, man, I'm glad to
appreciate
have
it.
y'all on. Corrupt Youth in the building,
See,
man.
boy.
Max.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate having y'all on, man. Plug your shit. Tell the people where to follow you, where to find the music.
Nilly the Kid on Instagram, Corrupt Youth Official on Instagram for the group. We got Budasak, J. Kayla, Flacco. Corrupt Youth on SoundCloud, just spelled Corrupt Youth, space, no caps. Just is what it is.
Corrupt
And
Youth.
that's where you'll find it. It's a picture of like Survival of the Littest. It's like, you know, you'll see the 4 white dudes on the front page. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, and so link us up all social media. That's what it is, man.
Hell yeah, man. Corrupt Youth, CY in the
CY.
building.
CY.
Let's go, man.
Let's fucking get it.
Thanks for being on the show, guys.
Yeah, thanks
Loved
for
it,
having
man.
us.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 44, the TempahZone podcast, man. Shout out to PRX Podcast Garage for them high quality sounds.
Yer.
Once again,
Yer.
man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Yep.